So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our video of Jupiter in the third house in the sign of Gemini for Aries ascendant people, as in what happens when Jupiter is in the third house in the sign of Gemini. And as always, if you do not know if you have this particular position, along with all your astrological details, you can check out the links here, astrology.com, where you'll find my books, reports, consultations, including my new consultation on a specific mantra that's going to be very helpful for you. You practice that, you're going to see like changes. Okay, so I bought this when I made that 6th house video. Now, Jupiter in the third house. So first of all, let's not get into the fact, oh, this is a bad Jupiter. Oh, this is a good Jupiter. How do you know? One single planet in the third, in the Gemini sign, is good, brilliant, or is it bad, horrible? That's not how astrology works. If it did, oh man, my life would be so much easier. I think all of our lives will be so much easier. But we need to just understand Jupiter. See, when I do these placement, it's about understanding. Because I don't know what your Jupiter is being aspected by or conjunct, what degree it's at, how it is in your divisional chart. So the first thing that we see with Jupiter in the third house is that there is an absolute duality with Jupiter, which in your particular case will severely affect the father. Meaning you will see with the father, quickly changing one decision to the other. Indecisive towards things connected with traveling, things connected with siblings, things connected with communications. Like you text your father, hey, do you want to go to this restaurant or that restaurant for dinner tonight? Father will be like, oh, I really like this restaurant. But you know what? This is even great. Okay. Which one it is? Well, I'm not sure. What do you think? The thing is, the duality becomes suddenly active in conversations. And especially you will see father loves doing multiple things at the same time. Has desire to do multiple businesses, multiple jobs. Wants to do a job, wants to do something on the side. Whether it works out or not, we don't know. We don't know how Ketu is. Okay? Ketu is the tail of entrepreneur. So, we don't know, but there is that enthusiasm. And especially you will see father and you, first of all, father is very childlike. But see, there's a duality. One side is very childlike, a little feminine. The other is extremely dominating masculine. And they'll come out time to time. Time to time they will come out. The other thing, you will see father likes to be in a particular job or business where he can kind of like get paid every day. Or his desire is going to be, he wants to get paid every day. He likes getting those small transactions. The other thing, because this is your Jupiter in the third house, obviously, you will see that you will try to dominate your siblings through your knowledge and wisdom and philosophy, whether you know or don't know philosophy or wisdom. But whenever you talk to them, whenever you talk to anybody, whenever you communicate online, even if let's say right now you will search on ChatGPT, how do I make this subject more philosophical? And you will look at it and you'll be like, okay, let me present this now. So I can sound elegant, I can sound professional, I can sound somebody with depth. Before we couldn't do it, now we can do it. But you always want to do that. So again, this is not a good or bad thing. Because hey, what if you did that with ChatGPT? Even though I don't like using that. I like to use this original thing, this Ukrainium that universe has given me. But what if you did that and actually, hey, people like you, people subscribe to you, people watch you. And at the same time, because Jupiter, okay, goes into the sign of Gemini, here Jupiter, the one way you can say that this Jupiter struggle is on a decisive understanding of something. Jupiter needs multiple sources to understand something. Your knowledge base, your intelligence works on, I need to know everything. And if you're going to, let's say, for example, I was going to teach you to, let's say, how to edit a movie or make a movie. Not only will you learn from me, or while you're learning from me, you'll be learning from 3-4 different sources and you'll try to mix those different sources up. You cannot just go in that one direction like a Seabiscuit horse and be like, okay, I'm going to go to the finish race with this. There's this distraction that takes place in the middle of, the process of learning. You will also see with this particular Jupiter is that Jupiter loves, not Jupiter loves, but for you, it's a great joy to deal with multiple situations in relationship at the same time. See, dog bark. You love dealing with the multiple situations. Like, this person likes you and you went out with them, but then this person's also talking to you. And you love that multiplicity that gets created through relationship. And especially Jupiter in the third house is excellent because you're bringing some past life bhagya to gain money, gain things. Usually you will see 24th year, this particular money comes in. I don't care if you never worked. Somehow, some way, somebody will give you something. And especially you will see in father's life, when you turned 28, between 28 and 32 was the most transformative period in your father's life. Along with even when you were 18. What that is, again, we have to see the whole particular chart with that. And then, of course, on the other hand, a person desires a best friend-like relationship with the father. Like, I want friendly relationship with our father, and usually most of the time you get it, but yes, there are circumstances where you can't. You can't deal with the duality of the father, especially if you see the sun is in 6-8 relationship from Jupiter. Now, one thing I forgot to add, so I had to add my Jupiter glasses. Where are my Jupiter glasses? But Jupiter is a significator of children, right? So here, one thing we see is that children overall are going to be natural entrepreneurs. Love for business, love for communication, love for media will be there. Now, depending upon, let's say you have 3 children, which is a rare thing now. Okay. But if you do, then look at the nakshatra 5th, 7th, and 9th from Jupiter. Okay. This will tell you the quality of communication they will have. And you will most definitely see, because Jupiter is in the 3rd house, right? Here, Jupiter's biggest motivation is actually children. A person wants to have children. Person feels like, it's not even a person feels like. See, what happens is, like you're looking for expansion in life. You're looking for something to you're in that 2-bedroom apartment for 15 years and you're like, what will it take for that expansion to happen? So 3rd from Jupiter is the 5th house of children. 3rd from Jupiter is the parakram of Jupiter, meaning the urja of Jupiter. It is the courage of Jupiter. So once Jupiter becomes courageous, but how does Jupiter becomes courageous? I mean, my God, how is it that you can make a Jupiter courageous? You can make Jupiter courageous when you have children. Now, again, you may not want to have children with the planetary placements you have. And of course, sometimes in a chart, medically, there are things there that you cannot. But what I'm saying is that when you have children, you become motivated about expanding your life. Where if you were, instead of 100%, you were 80% trying. You're like, I'm doing it. And you feel like you're doing 100%, but it's not, it's 80%. But what happens with this Jupiter, when children come in, it increases that abundance by 110%. And you realize at one point in life that, when I really, really pushed myself, things happen. And these things really would happen when you had children. Okay. And then the other thing with this particular Jupiter, we also see, because Jupiter is the Jiva Atma, the Jiva Karka, the living soul of the chart. This person has a hard time because see, 3rd house is your subconscious at level 1. 5th house is your subconscious at the highest level, but still at this medium level. because Jupiter is in Gemini, till the age of 34, you'll always think about your ex. You'll always feel like I want to communicate with my ex. You'll always kind of be in that nostalgic mood. And you'll always be thinking, I wonder what would have happened if I was with them. The other thing you will also see with this particular Jupiter till the age of 34, whoever comes across you to talk to you, to communicate with you as the opposite sex, you'll first imagine them as your spouse. You'll first imagine them as your spouse before you conduct any business with them. It could be a cashier, but he's so good looking or she's so good looking. You're like thinking, wow. And these are some of the things I've discussed in Gemini blank chart prediction. So obviously you'll learn a lot more about Gemini, because it doesn't matter. You don't need to be a Gemini sun, moon, ascendant. Anywhere Gemini is, it'll give that particular indication. Okay, but this Jupiter will truly give very creative results in his dasha. Will give results of either education, creativity, children. These things will be dominating in Jupiter dasha for Aries ascendant. Okay, so you see how we're like these shades of gray. We're not like black and white with astrology or its videos or its lessons. It's always this multi-layer shades of grays that you have to deal with. Okay. So anyway, guys, this was our analysis of Jupiter in the third house in the sign of Gemini. If you're new to my channel, subscribe below so you don't miss the topic videos. So if you want to know where your Jupiter is placed along with your astrology details, I got the links here, astrology.com, and I gotta go because I've got my food cooking in the oven. Bye-bye.